There are many other ways to divide the Shastras, but this is a very traditional way of dividing it, which covers all the Shastras. The entire gamut of Shastras are divided under these three heads by the tradition. Even there is a verse praying to Adi Shankaracharya. There it is said, Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam. He is the abode for Shruti, Smriti, Purana, all the three Shastras. All the Shastras. So that means tradition divides all the Shastras into three groups, three categories, puts them under three heads: Shruti Shastram, Smriti Shastram, Purana Shastram, Shruti, Smriti, Purana and Itihasa. All the umpteen Vedas, the innumerable Vedas, the uncountable Vedas that are there, which are divided into four types: Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvaveda. All those Vedas are Shruti Shastras. Then there are Upavedas, there are scriptures complementing to the study of Veda. There are Smriti Granthas written by the Rishis, Parashara Smriti, Manusmriti, Yajnavalika Smriti. Then there are Grihya Sutras, Dharma Sutras. All these Shastras fall under this Smriti Shastra. Then the 18 Puranas by Vyasacharya, the 18 Upapuranas by Vyasacharya, and Ramayana, Mahabharata, all this fall under the third category, that is the Purana and Itihasa category. The list of division of these Shastras, that's available in the description box below. What is the basis for this division? Is it the subject matter? Is it that Shruti Shastra has a different subject matter than Smriti Shastra, than Purana and Itihasa Shastra? Is that the basis? What is the basis for this division? So no, subject matter is not the basis for division. It's not that Vedas talk about a different subject matter, Smriti Shastras talk about a different subject matter, Purana and Itihasa talk about a different subject matter. No. Actually, on the other hand, Smriti Shastra is Shastra. It enjoys the status of Shastra because it talks what Vedas talk, because its subject matter conforms to that of the Veda. The same way, Itihasa and Purana Shastra are considered Shastra because they conform to the Vedas. They also talk about the same things that Vedas are talking. So the knowledge that Vedas give us, the Smriti Shastra also has the same knowledge. The Purana Itihasa also has the same knowledge. There is no difference in what knowledge they give us. There is one principle called Ekavakyata. This concept we will understand as we go more. So what is the basis for this division then? They are presented in three different languages. The same knowledge, the same subject matter. All these three types of Shastras, they bless us with the same knowledge, same facts, same subject matter. But they are in different languages. And why different languages? Because there are three types of listeners. There are three types of audience. The entire humanity is divided into three types. As far as gaining knowledge from the Shastra is concerned, using the knowledge of Shastra is concerned, listening to Shastra is concerned, following Shastra is concerned, people understand all this in three different ways. Because there are three types of people. So let's understand what type of language they use, and in keeping with that, we will understand what type of people are there, what type of people are listening to Shastra. So the language of the Vedas are like that of a master, Prabhu, boss. The boss doesn't have to explain everything to you, what you do, how you do, why you do. There are other trainers to train you. There are other people to help you understand, maybe working under him. But the boss doesn't do all that. He or she just tells what you need to do. His work gets done and you get paid, you benefited, and his work is done. So that is the approach of a boss, Prabhu. That is why Shruti Shastras are called Prabhu Sammita. They have the language of a master. Satyam Vada, that's it. Why, when, how, nothing. Satyam Vada. May you tell the truth. Dharmanchara. Shruti Shastram. Straightforward statements. Do this, don't do this. And for this kind of Shastra, a very highly matured intellect is expected. So the people who would be comfortable with Vedic language are very matured people. They don't need necessarily extra explanation. They know whatever Shastra is telling is in the best of my interest, and whatever it says, I have to just do it. That understanding they already have. They follow and they get the benefit, they are done. So one type of audience, a very highly matured audience. Now for the second type of Shastra, that is Smriti Shastra, the Smriti Shastra's language is considered the brother's language. Suhrit Samhita, it's called Suhrit Samhita. Suhrit means brother. They speak the language of a brother, meaning little tapping on the shoulders and explaining you more, brother, this should be done because these are the reasons, because these could be the consequences, because this is for your good. Little bit more explanation. That is the job of Smriti Shastra. So the same Satyam Vada statement, only 2-word statement, will run into few hundred verses in Smriti Shastra explaining. So if you tell truth, there will be punyam for you. If you tell a lie, there will be papa for you. Then punya will give you better situation in life. It will make your life conducive. Papa will make your life miserable. All these extra explanations and explaining a little bit more, that is Smriti Shastra. So the 2 words Satyam Vada in Veda, in Shruti Shastra, becomes few hundred verses in the Smriti Shastra. But then there are always people with little less maturity. They will neither listen to the boss nor listen to the brother with extra explanation, extra care, extra love, but then they need somebody else. So that's where comes in who? The wife. So anytime somebody is not listening to the boss, not listening to the brother and friends and all that, then that fellow will definitely listen to the wife, because the wife knows how to put him on track. She will use her way of getting things done. She will tell stories. She will compare this fellow with others' husband. Every day she will talk about it, repetition, all that. With all those tricks, she will get this fellow to do which neither the boss could make him do, nor the brother or friends could make him do. She will make this fellow do that, and this fellow will do that. So that's a third type of people. This is not a judgment on anybody who is highly matured, who is less matured and all that. No. So the fact is, there are different types of listeners, different types of people, people with different levels of maturity to take the knowledge in different languages. Let's take it this way. They need different kinds of help to do the same thing, to follow the same thing. And that help, some people need little more help, some people are okay with little less help, but That is why this division. So this division is not to judge anybody, not to say who is less matured, who is more matured. No. The fact is that in the creation, there are people with different levels of maturity and they need different types of helps. Maybe somebody is just okay Shruti Shastra telling them to do something, then maybe somebody else needs a little bit more explanation. So there is Smriti Shastra, and then somebody needs little more. So the language of Purana and Itihasa are compared to the language of a wife. How the wife will beautifully make the person listen to her and get him to do what he should be doing. The same way Purana and Itihasa, they make the same Satyam Vada, they turn it into a story of Raja Harishchandra which runs up to thousands of verses. So Smriti Shastra, it will be few hundred verses, and then Purana and Itihasa, same message but running to thousands of verses. That is Harishchandra's story. But what is the gist? Satyam Vada. May you tell truth. May you tell truth is what Veda says. Then Smriti Shastra explains a little bit more. Then Purana, Itihasa, they turn it into a story. But the gist is Satyam Vada. Listening to the entire story, if you got the moral teaching, if you accepted, if you learned to tell truth and you used that knowledge, then it's the same as Veda telling you Satyam Vada. So somebody took the Satyam Vada, tell truth, and they told truth. Done. But if somebody needs little more help, then that help is provided, because it is all from Bhagavan. Bhagavan being Sarvajnaha, being omniscient, he knows the needs of human being. That is why these three types of Shastras with the same message, with the same knowledge, but in different languages, in different ways of conveying that same message to humanity, so that whoever comfortable with whatever language, they will get the same message from that. So many people have this odd, which I never understood, this odd discomfort with our Shastras. I call it odd because this discomfort doesn't make any sense. Their discomfort with our Shastra is there are too many Shastras. There should be only one, like Bible, like Quran, there should be only one Shastra. It's too much and confusing. No, sir, there is no confusion. There are not too many Shastras. They are all talking the same subject matter. But the thing is, you have a choice according to your orientation, according to what you like, according to the way you want to get to that, according to the way you want that knowledge to be given to you. Your mind has a way of learning and it could be different from the other person. So there are choices. What is wrong with it? I think it's perfect. That choice should be there. The learning capacity, the growing pace of every individual is different. So it's good that we have many types of Shastras, so we can go anywhere we like. What kind of Bhagavan is that who throws just one thing unto you and says, here it is, you take it or leave it? No. He is Bhagavan, Sarva Shaktiman, because he can give us choices, options, knowing well that we are all different. So the three types of Shastras, Shruti Shastra, Smriti Shastra, Purana and Itihasa Shastra, this division is not based on subject matter, not based on different types of knowledge they give us, but based on purely the audience, the types of audience. There are different types of people, so three types of Shastras, but they have same subject matter, same knowledge. Knowledge about Ishvara, Paramasatyam, absolute reality, ultimate reality, Bhagavan, Punya, Papa, Swarga, Narka, all those are Paurusheya Vishaya, all the subject matters to which human mind independently doesn't have an access, cannot have an access. All those topics are the subject matters of Even dharma are the subject matter of all the three types of shastras. The difference is the way they present it.